Hi there, Carrie Palmer here with you. I haven't done videos in a while, and all of a sudden, I'm just cranking out some videos. This is a doozy. This is going to be a big one. This one, you're going to be either screaming at your computer. If you don't want to hear it, turn it off, walk away, because guess what? I'm going to say it anyway, whether you want to hear it or not. Okay, I never went to church growing up. It wasn't an option. My mama didn't take us to church. We didn't know, we knew there was church. All of our friends went to church, but she had five husbands, none of which went to church. So I didn't hear about God and Jesus and all that stuff that you guys learned. So I know most of you went to church. If you went to church, you learned something and you know something that I didn't know because I didn't go to church. Guess what? You know that I didn't know. Well, I did know, but you know that you're an eternal being, right? Have you been told that you're eternal? This boggles my brain. You guys are told that you're eternal. We're eternal beings. So why is it when somebody like me says we don't die, you can't handle it? You freak out. You can't wrap your little brains around it. Okay, this is who I came to be in this lifetime. I came through the birth canal, I hopped in my body, and I lived my life. This is my carcass. This is my car. This is the vehicle I get to drive while I'm here. When I'm done here, boop, I'm gone. This thing, done, checked out, gone. We take death too seriously, people. Oh my God. We take death so seriously. We're like, I cannot believe how seriously we take death. Okay, you know you're born and you know you die. We're all going to die. Some of us die at 1, some die at childbirth, some die at 110. We all are going to die. We had a plan when we came here, how long we were going to live, where our checkout points were going to be if we wanted to check out at whatever point, and then we keep moving on. We learn the lessons we came to live in that lifetime or not, and then we redo them. That's what most of you get to do over and over, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, because you don't listen to people like me. You don't listen to us. So you get to go through all this stuff all over again. So you know you're going to die. Yet you fear it. You're scared of it. And the thing you all hate the most is you get people in your lives and you want them to stay in your life forever. We like to collect people and we want to hold our people close to us because we need our people. That is what gets you. On our planet, death is one of the biggest destroyers of lives because you people, somebody dies and you stop living. Why is that? They die. Everybody's going to die. We don't die timely. We don't have a plan. Some of us get sick and it's long and then we die. And it's like, okay, we kind of saw it coming. Most of us don't die that way. Most of us, it's sudden, it's a car accident, it's murder, it's who knows, but we're going to die. You have really got to stop taking death so seriously. You really do. How this all works. Okay. How life and death works. First, we have our meeting with our soul group. We decide who's going to play what role in our lives, who's going to be mom, dad, sister, brother, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, soulmate, whatever. And then we all come into this world and we are born. And then we go about living our life. And then we meet our partner. And then somebody dies. When they die, this is where the story is that you're living in right now. Somebody dies, your story needs to continue. How does their death impact you? Do you stop living because they did? And like all of a sudden I have no life because I built my entire world around a human that isn't here anymore. That was stupid, wasn't it? They died and you just don't know how to go on without them. They died and you have to keep their pictures everywhere. They're gone. They do not exist anymore. They are right there next to you saying, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Remember, you don't remember the game, but I'm on the other side of the veil, which is really home, right here playing along, and you are stuck. They want you to get unstuck because you have more story to unfold. But the fact that there's a dead person that became dead, you stopped your life. We come here to fully live our lives. And then when somebody dies, it's like, okay, they've checked out. I've got to get this point across. When we come here, we come through the birth canal, we forget everything. We go through the veil and we don't remember. If we remembered why we were here, what would be the point? We'd be like, well, I don't die. I'm really eternal. So what's the point? So we come here and we forget that we are eternal beings. And then we go into our life. We meet our people, we meet our partners, we make our connections, and then we meet people who are going to die. Everybody is going to drop dead. We all croak. But the deal is we come here to live this life and we have our plan of how we're going to croak, when we're going to croak. But then when we croak, the body, this thing, it's gone. It's like a rock. It's like a car. It's nothingness. This thing is gone. But us, we are still here. Our essence is right here. We are eternal beings. We never die. The body dies. You miss that person's body, get over it. They are still here. Their body is gone. They are still with you. Their body is gone. The madness is people, when they lose somebody, they act like their entire universe is gone and therefore I cannot move on. You have to keep moving. We come here to live through these stories and to not get stuck in these stories. If somebody dies, there is a lesson there for you. What do you take from that lesson? How do you grow from that lesson? What did you get taught from that person? And then you move on. You don't memorialize that person and just live with their death for the rest of your life. That is not living. That is not you continuing on with the story you came here to live. They came here to die, to teach you a lesson, to move on with your story. You stay stuck, you mourn, you cry, you think I can't live without them. You've just lost your life and you're starting this all over again. You're going to go recycle these lessons. This is the thing that is your karma. Karma is you come here to learn a lesson. If you don't fully learn the lesson that you intended to live, you're going to repeat the lessons. It's not something somebody done to you that's karma. It's not something you've done to others that's karma. You're repeating your lessons until you finally get them right. So when somebody dies, it is a window of opportunity to learn a lesson. They are not gone. We do not really die. We can't, not everybody has the ability to see spirit, to see from the other side, to find a psychic or a medium to talk to them for us. We have to trust, if you are a church-going person and you know you're an eternal being, you need to just know this. You can't stop living when a human being dies, because we all die, or when your animal dies, when anything dies, it's all the process, but all of this is an earth game. We are all here. I mean, right where I am right now in this big house by myself, I am not alone. I am surrounded by spirit. We are all, my own spirit guides are right here with me. We have so many around us at all times, cheering us on and encouraging us. But when we're mourning and we get stuck in death, we're stuck at a really nasty stopping point that is just, it's a waste of your time and it's a waste of your life. We are all going to die. We all have a start date and an end date. That is the human body. This is the construct that I manifested when I came here. This body dies, kick it to the curb, plant it somewhere. I don't give a rip. I am eternal and I'm moving on. When you think about it, how many of you have been sitting next to somebody who is dying, a loved one, somebody who's a senior, and when they have little glimpses back and forth, especially hospice patients, hospice nurses tell the stories a lot about when people go back and forth and they see the people on the other side cheering them on, as well as the people here saying, don't leave me, come with us, don't leave me. It happens all the time. When Steve Jobs died, what was his, like, wow, like the first thing he said, and some president, when they died, they're like, it's like the words that people say when they cross over. It's like, whoa, check it out, because we go back home to our reality, which is not walking around with 3D in 3D with our 2 feet on this planet. We are eternal beings. We do not actually die. So stop putting so much emphasis on death. If somebody has died in your life, they are there with you. Cheer them on, thank them, and talk to them. And you could start finding signs. Find something that was common between the two of you. Alden and I, our common thing was roses. And I knew Alvin was with me when he would walk me down the street, and all of a sudden I was surrounded by roses. Find something that connected you and that person in your life that you are still mourning the loss of, and have a conversation with them and tell them you want to see these signs, and you will start seeing these signs. You will feel your loved ones, but death is not final. Earth is a temporary thing. We come here for just these limited amount of years to play in the clay, to play in this earth game. If you have pictures of a spouse that you're still mourning and all of their stuff is still around you, you are not moving on. You need to be right here, right now, in the present. Who is with you now? Who matters now? This is all that matters. Who matters now? This is your story right now. Step out of any old story, let it go, move on, kick it to the curb, mourn the loss, and love what is right before you now. You will be back with all of your loved ones one day. They are with you now. People don't die. We don't die. You are eternal. I hope you get this. Stuff this in your pipe and smoke it. We don't die. That's it.